In this video, we're going to look at arrays in Java. If you know arrays well, feel free to skip this video. So to declare an array, we start with the type of the array. Let's say we want to declare an array of integers. So we type int, and then we add square brackets to indicate that this is an array and not just a regular integer. Next, we give our variable a name, like numbers. And here we use the new operator to allocate memory for this array. Here we repeat the type of the array one more time. But this time, inside the square brackets, we specify the size of this array. Let's say 3. Now let's print this on the console. We get this weird string. What is this? Well, this is a combination of the type of the array, followed by an @ sign, and then this value that is generated based on the address of this object in memory. That is not useful. We want to see the content of this array. To do that, we're going to use the arrays class. Let me show you. So here, instead of printing numbers, we're going to use the arrays class. We type arrays. As you can see, this class is declared in this package, java.util. So we press enter, and IntelliJ imports this class on the top. Now we use the dot operator and call the toString method. We pass our array here, and this method will convert it to a string, and then we'll print that string on the console. Now, let's run the program one more time. There you go. Much better. So as you can see, all items in a numeric array are initialized to 0. Now let me show you how to change the value of these items. So after we declare our array, let's say we want to set the first item. We type numbers. Once again, we use square brackets. And here we specify an index. The index of the first item is 0. So here we are referring or referencing the first item. We set this to, let's say, 10. Similarly, we can set the second item to 20 and the third item to 30. Now let's run the program one more time. So here's the content of our array. Beautiful. Now, if you know the items that you're going to store in your array ahead of time, there is a shorter and cleaner way to initialize your array. Instead of doing all this ceremony, we can use curly braces to declare and initialize this array. So here we type 10, 20, and 30. And this will allocate an array of 3 items in memory, and it will initialize each item according to the values we have passed here. Take a look. We get the exact same result as before. Now, these array objects have a field called length, and this returns the size of the array. Let's print this on the console and see what we get. So print numbers.length. There you go. The size of this array is 3, and we cannot change it. So if you want to store 4 items here, we have to create another array, copy all the existing items, and then add the 4th item. This is the problem with arrays in Java. So if you want to work with lists that grow or shrink automatically, you'll have to use linked lists. We're going to talk about them in the next section. But before we get there, I'm going to give you a fantastic exercise. We'll look at that next.